We've seen a lot of headlines this summer about children being killed by gun violence. Most of the attention has been on unsolved killings in the city of St. Louis. But gun violence is not just a city issue. In fact, as we learned last Friday, we have gun violence in the county as well. 2 shootings a few hours apart took the lives of a 3-year-old boy and a 13-year-old boy. As I walked through the scene where 3-year-old Rodney March was shot in an apartment complex near Jennings, I asked myself, why is this happening? How could this happen? Before I could fully process the tragedy, the news broke of the shooting of another 13-year-old boy. Barely 6 hours after the death of Rodney, the 13-year-old Clifford Swan was gunned down while walking with friends in an apartment complex near Spanish Lake after he was helping his grandmother move in. Police worked closely with prosecutors, and within a few hours, the crimes charges were filed. The county has solved 21 of 24 murders this summer, all of them involving children. But sadly, that's not where these stories end. Families are torn apart, communities are scared, crime marches on, sometimes with a vengeance. We can't stand aside and hope it gets better. Crime is a regional issue and tackling it must be as well. Tomorrow I will announce a new crime commission that will go a long way to make sure that everyone in the criminal justice process is at the table. Those on the commission will include the county prosecutor, the police chief, the presiding judge, the head of justice services, the chair of the county council, 2 county residents, a municipal elected official, and me. Forming such a commission is spelled out in existing county ordinance. The commission is empowered by the ordinance to develop comprehensive countywide plan for the improvement of law enforcement and criminal justice. What it looks like, we don't know yet. But the discussions must begin in earnest with all parties that have the ability to make change at the table. Resources outside the county are also available. Governor Parson wants to help. So we're looking at what resources the state can bring to the county and also what resources we may need in the next year's budget. Rodney and Clifford bring the total of children killed by gun violence to 6. 6 this year. 1 more than last year, and 6 children too many. I'm working every day to find out how to stop these tragic killings. I know our residents expect answers, and they should. What I'm doing now is to make sure the right people are at the table for these conversations so we can look at public safety as a whole. It's a hard discussion, and it's a long discussion. It's one that all regional leaders must actively participate in. It's my hope to be able to announce some positive actions later this month. Thank you, Ernie.
Thank you.